So we've only won one of our last 5 games, which isn't very good, but today we've got the FA Cup against Leyton Orient, which could see us bounce back and get the form back on track and hopefully get back to winning ways. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. Today we're taking on Crawley at home in the league and Leyton Orient also at home in the FA Cup first round, which is what we're really excited for because obviously Lincoln last season were so good in the FA Cup. Hopefully we can try and at least recreate it to an extent this season. Remember, we've got a likes target of 50 likes this week to get a bonus episode tomorrow over the weekend. So Saturday or Sunday, the bonus episode will come out. We could be very close to that, so make sure you like this video to make sure we get over the line and get those 50 likes this week. If you're new here as well, make sure you click subscribe down below so you don't miss any more of the Lincoln action. We've only just started the season really. We're only, as you can see, 15 games into it the season so far. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, catch up on the series so far, and make sure you don't miss another episode. Right, as I said in the introduction, we've only had one win in the last 5 games. So last time you were here, we beat Barnet and beat Grimsby. Since then, it goes down as a loss, I suppose, but it was technically a draw, a 1-1 draw with Everton under-23 to the Checker Trade Trophy Group G. We lost on penalties there, so that's why it comes down as a loss. We then beat Chesterfield 2-1 though in the league. It was a game that we should have won easily, really, looking at this. I'll show you the stats now. You can see 22 shots to 6. We should have scored a lot more. What's his name? Where is he? David Hernan hit the post 3 times in this. It was ridiculous how many times he hit the post. But he came off, and on came Elliot Whitehouse, who scored 2 goals very late on for us to secure the win for us, which is great. And then after that, we've not done well. A 2-0 loss to Cambridge where we just didn't turn up. It was a really poor game, that to be fair. And this first goal, actually, I'll show you it, was completely to the fault of Sean Long. Bless him, little cotton socks. He tried his hardest, but he just did it all wrong. As you can see, the ball comes up. All Sean has to do is just clear it. Just clear it. But no, he gives it to Aziz, who just puts it in the middle, and they score. After that, a 1-1 draw with Swindon. We should have won. We conceded a very late on penalty, so we're a bit unlucky there, I suppose. But we should have come away with the win there, really. And then last time out, a 1-0 loss to Cheltenham, where we just didn't turn up, didn't play very well, and Cheltenham won. So all that into perspective then, if we look at the league tables, it puts us down to 4th in the league, which isn't great. The Checker Trophy draw/loss puts us 2nd in our group still, behind Mansfield. So we're still in the qualification places there. As long as we beat Notts County, we should be fine. The league-wise, though, we're getting dangerously close to being knocked out of the playoffs now. At one point, we were a few points clear. Coventry are now unassailably ahead of everyone in the league now. 5 points clear of Luton, who are 2 points clear of us. So it's still very, very tight at the top at the moment. So hopefully a good win today against Cheltenham should get us back on track with that. So we're now getting to that stage of the season now. The team is starting to be bedded in, and a few concerns are coming up now. So there's a few chances here. Nathan Arnold wants to leave for more first team football. We've promised him a bit more game time, so he's having a bit of that. Habigan wants more game time as well, so he's going to get some of that. Whitehouse wants more chances as well. However, he got his chance and then got injured. He's out for 6 or 7 weeks or so he's out for a little while, unfortunately. So he will get his chance, just not yet. The losses, not winning for a while, has had an effect on the dressing room atmosphere. It was right up here and it's now dropped down to neutral. But I've got some good managerial support, which is nice. But the match cohesion is still not great either. So poor, alright, very, very good. We'll take that, I suppose. We'll take that. I do need to make a bit of a concerted effort to make some better relationships with my players. Harry Anderson and Alex Woodyard are both distant from me, which isn't great. And that is partly because we've had conversations before, and I've shown you them, where they just don't get on with whatever I say. So we need to try and fix that. Now, Alex hasn't been playing very well in training at the moment, but I'm actually very tempted to not say anything about that, because last time I did it, he kicked off. So, I mean, that's not great, is it? But we need to have a chat with him to just try and get him back on track. So, I don't know, ambassadorial duties. I've said that completely wrong. Ambassadorial duties, dressing room atmosphere. Maybe this is the way to go. Maybe this will get him on side with us a little bit more. Now, I know that the atmosphere at the moment this is generally the mood after the poor run we've been on. So I'm going to say the atmosphere is fairly average. How can I improve it? Apparently Nathan Arnold's issues are somewhat affecting the atmosphere. Okay, fairs. I'm extremely grateful for your input there. And that is actually a positive conversation with Alex Woodyard. I mean, it's not changed this at all. But that is a step forward, because he just doesn't agree with me on anything. And he won't talk to players for me. He just doesn't do anything as a captain. But I love him. So This is progress. This is progress. Right, let's jump into the game then against Crawley in the league. We've got Vickers in goal, a back four of Habergan, who's getting his more game time. Raggett, Waterfall and Eardley has just come back from an injury, so he needs some more game time. We're resting Bostwick today, so Danny Rose is coming in as that CDM. And then we've got Woodyard and Billy Knott in the middle there. Maguire Drew, left-hand side. Arnold trying to get some more game time into him, so he's on that right-hand side. And then Hanan, who has still not scored a goal in God knows how long. An awful, awful long time. In fact, he's not scored a goal since Stevenage, so that kind of shows how long ago things have been bad for him. In fact, yeah, a long, long time. So he needs to get some goals in today because I'm going to drop him very, very soon if he doesn't improve. Look at that form. Right, kick off now. We're in the red. We're not in the red. We're in the white, which is very confusing because, I mean, we play in red and white, but usually we're red on the dots, whereas Crawley are now red, which I don't like. Especially as we're at home. So, I mean, come on, boys. Let's just fix this. I mean, why can't Crawley play in their away kit? Well, what colour is their away kit? Like a bluey white? A blue? I mean, surely that's better to play in than red. Right, well, we've not kicked off very well, if I'm being honest here. And again, it's a bit of a poor performance from our forward men. Perhaps, I think in January, we need to get in some better wingers. Just one or two who are slightly an improvement on what we've already got. I think the wingers are probably what we're going to have to look for. Defensively, I know that Dickey and Raggett, their loans end in January, so we need to sort something out in defence as well. So defence and wings are what we need to look for in January. Arnold is through, and he's put it in the back of the net. He's got his goal. I was not expecting that at all. The Lincoln fans are dancing in jubilation, which I always think is funny on the commentary down there, because I literally imagine them doing like a salsa dance or something like that in the stands, which, I mean, I don't know why, but I just think that. So let's all imagine that, shall we? Well, in what's been a ridiculously uneventful first half, we've reached it, reached half-time, 1-0 up. We're doing okay. I mean, considering that we've not won in, well, we've won one in the last 5 games, we need to just keep the morale going. So I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. They all look delighted with that, which is nice to see. So fingers crossed we can keep them going in the second half and pick up the 3 points today. Eardley on the ball, then plays out towards the goal scorer Nathan Arnold. That's another shot from distance, to be fair. It probably was meant to be a cross, but it turned out to be a decent shot, and it's been put behind, not now with the ball in, but it's been cleared behind for another corner. So Knott's got another opportunity now to put his delivery into middle, in swing and corner now. In it goes out towards Woodyard, who can't quite win it, and it now looks like Crawley starting to come forward with it actually, but they get tackled by Danny Rose brilliantly, and now that's the end of the highlight. So things are going alright the second half so far. Jordan Maguire Drew is a player that I'm going to look to try and take off soon. We'll probably swap him with Arnold, I think. In fact, we'll do it now. We'll swap Arnold onto that left-hand side, and then we'll take him off for Harry Anderson, who is still trained to be in that attacking midfield right position. He's getting better at it. He just needs a bit more game time, so hopefully this is the kind of thing that is going to be good for him. Billy Knott's free kick, not a very good one, put into the area, but he's got biggest possession again. Out to Danny Rose, out to Arnold. Arnold shot just over the bar, but Arnold is showing that we should have started him a lot earlier this season. He's been brilliant. Woodyard on the ball, putting the ball forward towards Anderson, but it was a poor ball in the end, back to Morris, the Crawley goalkeeper. The Crawley goalkeeper then with a chance to clear, but it's been headed straight back towards his goal. But they've regained possession now, Crawley, and they're starting to come forward now. But Knott makes a nice challenge there, and now we're on the attack once again. Woodyard out to Arnold, back towards Knott in the middle of the park, out to Woodyard again. We're starting to build, we're passing around nicely, looking for the spaces now. Knott with plenty of space, cuts inside, puts it out towards Anderson. Anderson now with his cross, puts it into the area and towards Knott, back out towards Rose, out towards Woodyard. I don't know what I'm talking about now, but that was honestly one of the best team moves that's resulted in one of the best goals I've seen all season. Wonderful goal by Knott, passing it around. I mean, a bit waywardly in a way, but we managed to get the goal at the end of it, and that's all that matters. Right, we're going to make some changes now. I do want to bring Rose off because he's not played too well, so I'm going to swap him and Woodyard over. Woodyard can play that CDM. We'll bring Anton Rogers on as that box-to-box midfielder. And then, is there another change that I want to make right now? I don't think there is. So we're going to confirm those changes, and hopefully Hanan will grab a goal. I'm going to leave him on for the rest of the game, but we need to try and get him scoring goals. We'll give a little shout to him, just saying push forward, or in fact, we'll say get creative to him. That could work. We'll say, when he wants to load, get creative to David Hanan. I've accidentally clicked on him by accident. I'm going to have to do it again. Just get creative. David Hanan, confirm. There we go. It's been a decent showing so far this game, actually. I have been pleased with the way the boys have turned things around. I don't think we've lost on camera yet, have we? I mean, apart from the Burton game, I suppose, actually, that is a loss. We haven't lost in the league or anything like that on camera, so perhaps you guys being here is the good luck charm that we need. Eardley with a chance to put it into the middle, puts it out towards Woodyard, who puts it out to Rogers, who puts it just over the bar. We're getting close. A third goal would be lovely going into the end of this game now. I think we could be an early kick-off, because looking down at the table, actually, I don't think anyone else has played yet if we look at it. Obviously, we'll see it in a minute as the game comes to a close. And there we go, full-time. Lincoln 2, Crawley 0. What a lovely result that is. We'll go passionately to the boys. Not aggressive, passionately. A nice victory, well done. Everyone is very happy with that. Let's leave the match. Now, let's see where we end up in the table, because I'm sure we're an early kick-off or something like that. Or we're not the early kick-off. Luton v Coventry is the late kick-off. So that's quite good. A draw would probably be the best result for us there, I think. Because it limits their points and things like that. So that would be quite nice. But we moved up to second as it is so far. We'll be third at worst after Luton and Coventry play. So a good result all round, I think. Good result. Right, I'm going to risk it. I said I need to get better relationships with my players. Billy Knott. Praise of performance. He got a goal, an assist and an 8.5 rating. Oh, you were superb with a number of quality chances created. Keep it up. He does appreciate it. He appreciates it. Thank God, a player actually appreciates my comments. We'll take that. That is good progress to make. I'm happy with that. Well done, mate. No, it's good to see actually now that my players are starting to get a better relationship with me, especially the players that didn't have a great start with me, I suppose. You know, and what's this? Is that Alex Woodyard tweeting something nice about me? Oh, stop it, you. Stop it. I think we're going to be mates. I think we actually are going to become mates soon, you know, so fingers crossed. Anyway, Leyton Orient in the next round of the FA Cup. Anyway, Leyton Orient coming up. First round of the FA Cup at home. Should be an easy win, which is possibly the worst thing to say because I am a Lincoln fan. And I imagine every single team we played last year, bar the first round and the qualifying round, would have thought Lincoln are going to be an easy game. But we got to quarterfinals last year, so I'm not going to take anything for granted. We're going to field a very strong side as Luton beat Coventry. So we're only 4 points behind Coventry, 2 points behind Luton now, actually. So actually, it's not too bad, I suppose. As I was saying, though, it's probably decent that we put out a good squad for this to try and make sure we get the win, because the prize money is good and we want to progress in this, obviously, because it's such a great competition. Oh, Billy Knott's goal in that last game got goal of the month, which is fantastic. Another way to improve our relationship with Billy Knott. Congrats on winning the goal of the month, and he's happy with that as well. I mean, surely we're best mates now. Let's look on the relationships tab here. Scroll down. Best mates. There's nothing that says best mates there for Billy Knott. Come on, mate. We're a contact. We're in contact. I mean, we'll take that. It's not distant like Anderson and Woodyard are, but we'll take it. Oh, no. Neil, no. He's out for 8 to 9 months with damaged cruciate ligaments. That is genuinely the worst thing. He had it before. This is what ruined his career, basically. I say ruined his career. If we look at his history, he played Premier League football for Blackpool, 2011. Played very well for Blackpool for the next 2 seasons or so. And then got injured at Birmingham. He moved to Birmingham. He could have actually been right at the end of his Blackpool career. We got injured at Birmingham, got injured again, and it's just sort of left him going down to the point where he signed for Lincoln on a free transfer and no one wanted him. And as you can see here, it's come back to bite him again. He's out for 7 to 10 months. That is awful. It's also awful because we've only got Sean Long in his place as well, so that's not great either. Arnold also out for a few weeks as well with a hamstring strain, so we'll leave him to the physio. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the game time that he wants. Hopefully it won't affect the dynamics too much like Alex Woodyard suggested it would, but not good news there at all for either of those players. Right, we had to make a few changes into the lineup against Leyton Orient. Long and Anderson come on because obviously Arnold and Eardley cannot play, they're injured. Dickey comes on for Waterfall and Bostwick comes on back in that CDM position. They're all changes that we've made. I'm tempted to swap Hernan for Green, and actually I think I'm going to do that because Hernan's just not scoring goals. Let's go and take on Leyton Orient now in the FA Cup. Right, kick off then, and Leyton Orient playing in the blue, we're in the red, back in our normal red, not the white that we were in last time, wherever that was. So I'm hoping for a big win. Obviously, Leyton Orient are a team that we replaced. Leyton Orient got relegated as we got promoted last season, so there's a bit of animosity between the Leyton Orient fans and our fans, I imagine, because of that. I don't know much about the Leyton Orient team. I'm not quite sure how we're doing in this, actually, if we're being honest. But I know in real life, they're having a bit of a tough time down in the National League as Macaulay Bonne made a nice assist then. Macaulay Bonne actually played for us last season for a little bit on loan. but he's now at Leyton Orient and doing quite well, clearly, as we've gone 1-0 down to a team in the league below us. And now Lawless with a free kick could make it double, but he's not done it. Anderson now winning the ball, but it's only gone over the halfway line, out towards a Leyton Orient player. But we've regained possession again. Alex Woodyard coming forward with it, out to Anderson on that right-hand side, who's so lethal. I try and compliment him, and he does things like that. I mean, come on. Just please don't do that when I'm trying to compliment you. I mean, there's nothing happening so far. We've really not played very well against a team that we should be beating, really. It's not working out for us. I mean, I don't know how we're losing, really. Let's look at the analysis. What's going on here? Tell Sean to ease off tackles. That's the only thing you can tell me about what's going wrong in this game. Brilliant. Right. We've had a free kick, wasn't very good, but we're now coming back on the ball with Maguire Drew, who was his first ball wasn't very good. His second ball is a back pass towards Habergan, which was better because it reached his man, I suppose. But he's back on the ball again now and trying to get past his man, puts his cross in, and it's gone out for a corner. The commentary seems to say that was a shot rather than a cross, so I don't think much is going to come from his corner now because of that. But saying that, Raggett almost with a chance there out towards Bostwick now on the ball. He's lost possession, and now Leyton Orient can clear it. Come on, we need some better showing in the second half because this has been atrocious. Obviously, in real life, actually, we lost to Wimbledon in the FA Cup first round this year. After last year's heroics, I genuinely thought we're going to be knocked out first round by a lower team and be absolutely decimated by them. But we were knocked out by a team in the league above us, actually. So it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I did think we were going to get knocked out. And right now, I'm feeling the same thing is going to happen here. Right, we need to do something about this. Billy Knott can come forward and play as a shadow striker for a little bit, which means Bostwick can come up the pitch a little bit, play him as a ball-winning midfielder there. Hernan's going to come on for Green, who's not played very well at all. Anderson not played very well, so we'll bring Stewart on for him. And I mean, what else can we do really at this stage? We just have to get bodies forward, I think. Doing nothing. We're not really doing all that much. We're just we're being shuttled around by Leyton Orient. They're doing a fantastic job, to be fair to them. But that ball to Stewart was really good. Stewart in the middle, out towards Knott, and Knott has put it in the back of the net to level things up. And we're 1-1 again. We've just got to keep going in the second half now. We've got the quality to do this. We've got the quality to get back in this game. It's just a case of now applying ourselves and doing it. I mean, I don't want a replay, because a replay would just be annoying, if we're being honest here. I don't want to have a replay. We're going to go up to overload for these last couple minutes as well. I don't know what other change we can sort of make going into this now. I mean, who can we bring on that's going to change the game? None of them are going to change the game significantly, really, are they? We'll take Woodyard off there. We'll bring Anton Rodgers on just to see if that does something. But I'm not... It gives a bit more energy in the midfield. Maybe that might change things around a little bit. I don't know, but I'm not feeling too confident now going for his last final 15 minutes. But Bostwick, though, has a chance as Stewart puts it into the middle. Hernan shot, obviously blocked. He can't score any goals. Maguire Drew hits the crossbar. This is what we're talking about. This is the look that we're having recently. Just not any of it, really. The long throw-in didn't work out too well, but Stewart's got a chance to put the ball into the middle to Maguire Drew, who actually has gone and scored. Wow. I mean, I really didn't expect anything coming from that cross. The cross didn't look very good to me, but Maguire Drew was absolutely sprinting into the area to try and get on the end of it, and he's done it. Not to corner now. Just headed wide by Dickey. We need to come down off overload as well, just back to control, I think, for these last 10 minutes, because we don't want to risk going down and conceding. But an FA Cup first round win is what we wanted, and an FA Cup first round win is looking like what we're going to get. We just need to slow the tempo down and keep possession and just solidify what we've got so far. Stewart, though, coming forward again, putting the cross in once again, but cleared away by George Elakobi. And now Leyton Orient have a chance to come forward. Fortunately for us, the striker is useless, and we've survived. And there we go. It wasn't pretty, but we have beaten Leyton Orient 2-1 to progress into the second round of the FA Cup. We'll calmly say that was a let-off, boys. There's a bit of confusion and demotivation between some of these players. Cameron Stewart, you can actually be properly praised because you were superb that game. Can we say passionate? I'm happy with your performance out there today. He just looks confused now rather than demotivated. Habergan and Maguire Drew, we'll leave him like that, I don't care. So there we go, we've come through from behind to win that. We've got £18,000 for that, so a small little bit of prize money there, but it will start to mount up as we progress through the rounds. Hopefully we progress through the rounds. So a very decent episode today, to be fair. If we go and look at the schedule, then you can see that the 2 wins today have put an end to our run of bad form, so that's fantastic. You guys have obviously changed that, so thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Remember, we've got the likes target to reach 50 likes this week if you want a bonus episode over this weekend. If you reach a bonus episode, then I'll see you this weekend. If you don't, then I will see you on Monday. So make sure you subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you then.